Let's be honest, growing up, all I heard about public speaking classes is how horrible and embarrassing they were. I tried my very hardest to avoid it ever since my brother took it, and he just told me all of his stories. Obviously, I didn't get out of taking the class, but surprisingly, I actually ended up enjoying it. Today, you'll discover why taking this public speaking class is truly a helpful lifelong tool that you'll always use. And plus, it's a great choice picking Professor Nickel to help you along the way. This is important for you to know because you'll learn to get rid of your fear and anxiety monster, you'll gain confidence in yourself, and you'll have a great mentor to help you whenever you need it. And also, you'll gain such a supporting community that you'll just be able to relax and just be yourself. My name is Macey, and I'm qualified to speak today because I just completed a full-term course with Professor Nickel, and I've been through all the ups and downs when it comes to public speaking. Today, I'm going to be explaining to you that practicing is key, relaxing is very important, and to just enjoy the class and ask for help when you need it. With that being said, let's get started with talking about how practicing is key. Think about this. When you're presenting your speech to your classmates, do you want to be the one to just forget your speech or forget your line and it just be dead silent? No, of course you don't. Nobody wants that for anybody, especially not themselves. That's why practicing is just so important. I've had a couple of those moments myself when it comes to presenting in front of a bunch of people, and it's just not fun. It's a feeling that I will never forget and never want to happen again. When it comes down to it, there really isn't one right way to practice your speech. You can do it so however you want and however you think it will help you succeed. A trick is, though, to know what your speech is about so it's easier for you to remember. Now, in this class, Professor Nickel doesn't like to use the word memorize. He encourages us to just practice. But for me, practicing is partially memorizing, so that I don't cause that embarrassing minute of silence during my presentation. Another way to look at it is to take that fear of, say, the silence, and turn it into your greatest motivator. You can say you don't want to do it all day long, but if you truly don't want it to happen, don't let it. Practice enough to where you gain the confidence and just say to yourself, I got this. It's 100% doable, and you just have to make the effort and practice. Now that you know why practicing is just so important, let's move on to why relaxing is just as important. You have your speech ready to go, and you're ready to present it to your audience. When you go to present, all the nerves, fear, everything, it just hits you all at once, okay? You have one of two options. You can shake, be terrified, just let all of your emotions consume you, or you can just take a deep breath, think about your purpose and what you're going to do, and just relax. Taking that nice deep breath is something I do before every single speech I give. I get super nervous and scared that I'll just epically fail. But the negative mindset that consumes most of us, that's all it is negativity. You have to be positive and believe that you've practiced enough and are as best prepared as you could ever be. That's what I think about when I take my breath. Whatever happens, it'll happen. The only thing you can control is yourself and how you present yourself. Everything else will just fall into play. Now that you know how important practicing and relaxing is, let's finish up on why you should ask questions and overall just enjoy the class. Going into this class, I wasn't a big question asker. I sort of like to just do my own thing based on what I thought Professor Nickel was asking of me. Until I got to a point where I genuinely had no idea what he was asking for this essay. So I reached out, and he reached back super duper quick. He broke it down for me to where it was super easily understood, and I was just so impressed that I actually just started sending him my essays, my outlines, and even just ideas. That way he could just look everything over and be like, yep, you're on the right track, you're doing good, or no, you're way off. He's one of those professors that just makes it just so much more fun just asking for his opinion on the start to an assignment. With that being said, enjoy this class. Professor Nickel doesn't ask for much, and he'll do absolutely anything he can do to help you succeed. He's just one of those professors, always trying to do his best so that you have a chance to do yours. I'm so glad I ended up taking this class and enjoying it because now I have a speech to write for my big brother's wedding in May, and I'm sure I'll be super nervous, but now I have all the right tools I need to be able to succeed. After all of this, let's just remember what we talked about, okay? Practicing, relaxing, and asking questions and just enjoying the class. I know that there's that little guy in the back of our minds that I'm sure is still thinking about all those scary thoughts and fears that you have when it comes to public speaking. But trust me, this class will help shut that little guy up super duper fast.